We're here on the euro dollar, and this is a live trend continuation trade using a form of flag pattern. More channeling, to be honest with you, than a flag pattern, but I've used it as confluence and then a lower low, lower close entry into this pattern. So you can see here we've got quite a nice directional pole. We've been adhering to this trend line. Not fantastic for me because we haven't actually got all the way up to this level. However, as you can see here, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 15-minute candles now which have held the structure level, and this structure level can be seen here and here and here, and we've just had a lower low, lower close candle right at that structure level. If I throw a fib on, which is what we do, what I do at least when I look at these flag patterns, we can see that we have the 61.8 coming in right at that level. So nice fib confluence there. And so if we just delete everything off and then go and do our high time frame analysis, we can see why I've entered this form of flag pattern, which isn't that good, but I've used it as an entry into trend continuation, which we'll run through now. So here on the dailies, there's nothing, to be honest with you. We made a new high here and we're pulling back, and for me it's not something that I can trade, so I'm just going to skip over the dailies. Here on the 240 we have something different. So we made a low, a pullback, a low, a pullback, a low, and we've violated then this level of structure. And so if we drop down to the 60-minute now, we have this setting up. So this move here actually now comes to this point. We see a pullback, we see a move lower, and then we see a pullback, and then we have actually made a new structure low. So here on the 60 we are in trend continuation. Now we'll put the structure level on here. I'm looking for a retest of the lows and an extension here. I'm looking at the market coming down to this level, and if we just zoom out, we can see that this is a decent level of structure. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a few more here. We've got a few more tests actually. We've got here 6, 7, 8, 9, so a decent level there for price to come into. If we then go to the 15-minute, you can now see why I've got involved in this trade. So technically this is our outside return, so this is anywhere within this zone I can look for shorting opportunities. But as mentioned, we do have this internal structure level here. So we've got that and this. We came into that 61.8 fib. Let's just put that on there so we've got it for the video. We had the lower low, lower close. Stop for me here because I'm looking at this being the area that's going to turn. I've gone just 5 pips above the high, and I'm playing for a retest of the lows -1 pip. Secondary targets are down at that structure level. So in terms of risk then, let's draw all this out. Okay, just resume the video. So we now have our risk, which is 17 pips. Just remove that structure level. We have target ones, which is 19, so pretty much just a 1-to-1 to target ones, and secondary targets, which is really where the money is, 45 pips. So we're in this trade. I'll set an alert and we'll come back and see if we can get down there. And we're back for an update on this trade, and just to show you what's happened, we did get the double top, and we did have a break below, close below this level, and we could potentially be seeing a pullback now to that 61.8 for a 26.18 entry, and hopefully then some continuation to the downside. And we're back for the final update on this trade, and we rolled over here to hit target ones. Let's just clean this up a little bit. So what happened is we had our lower low candle, which actually came out to form a double top. We know that we actually broke out the channel, and we pulled down. It looked as though we were pulling back for a 26.18, didn't quite get there. We double topped again and then rolled over to hit target ones. This well, this didn't actually hit here. My profits were not hit here, they were hit here, but we never got the follow through down to targets, and we just stopped out now for second position. So 19 pips there, for which we bank half, so we'll call that one a win for 10 pips.